Books are a uniquely portable magic. Get busy living or get busy dying. Monsters are real and ghosts are real too. They live inside us and sometimes they win. Fiction is the truth inside the lie. You can, you should, and if you're brave enough to start, you will. The scariest moment is always just before you start. Amateurs sit and wait for inspiration. The rest of us just get up and go to work. Fear can hold you prisoner. Hope can set you free. The trust of the innocent is the liar's most useful tool. I am the literary equivalent of a Big Mac and fries. We make up horrors to help us cope with the real ones. A short story is like a kiss in the dark from a stranger. There's no harm in hoping for the best as long as you're prepared for the worst. Talent is cheaper than table salt. What separates the talented individual from the successful one is a lot of hard work. I think that we're all mentally ill. Those of us outside the asylums only hide it a little better. The most important things are the hardest to say. The road to hell is paved with adverbs. Good books don't give up all their secrets at once. If you don't have time to read, you don't have the time or the tools to write. Simple as that. I write to find out what I think. You need to remember that. If you're going to write, you have to be willing to be disturbed. Life isn't a support system for art. It's the other way around. Books are the perfect entertainment. No commercials, no batteries. Hours of enjoyment for each dollar spent. Writing is not life, but I think that sometimes it can be a way back to life. When asked, "How do you write?" I invariably answer, one word at a time. What can be done when you're 11 can often never be done again. The place where you made your stand never mattered. Only that you were there and still on your feet. The thing under my bed waiting to grab my ankle isn't real. I know that. And I also know that if I'm careful to keep my foot under the covers, it will never be able to grab my ankle. What can be done when you're 11 can often never be done again. It is the tale, not he who tells it. But I think talent as a writer is hardwired. It's all there at birth, and our job is to develop it. It is the tale, not he who tells it. Sometimes human places create inhuman monsters. The mind can calculate, but the spirit yearns, and the heart knows what the heart knows. There's no need to humanize evil. It's in us. We lie best when we lie to ourselves. We lie best when we lie to ourselves. Fiction is a lie, and good fiction is the truth inside the lie. Sometimes being a bitch is all a woman has to hold on to. Friends come in and out of your life like busboys in a restaurant. There's no harm in hoping for the best as long as you're prepared for the worst. Life is like a wheel. Sooner or later, it always comes around to where you started again. You have to stay faithful to what you're working on. The trust of the innocent is the liar's most useful tool. You go on, you set one foot in front of the other, and if the sun comes out and melts the snow, you smile. Time takes it all, whether you want it to or not. I guess when you turn off the main road, you have to be prepared to see some funny houses. I think the best stories always end up being about the people rather than the event. Life turns on a dime, sometimes toward us, sometimes away. Fiction is the truth inside the lie, and the truth of this fiction is simple enough. The magic exists. People think that I must be a very strange person. This is not correct. I have the heart of a small boy. It is in a glass jar on my desk. No great thing is created suddenly. People want to believe, and so they do. Only enemies speak the truth. Friends and lovers lie endlessly, caught in the web of duty. Hearts can break. Yes, hearts can break. Sometimes I think it would be better if we died when they did, but we don't. The trust of the innocent is the liar's most useful tool. Memory is the basis of every journey. I believe most people are good. I know that I am. It's you I'm not entirely sure of. If a fear cannot be articulated, it can't be conquered. Memory is the basis of every journey. Description begins in the writer's imagination, but should finish in the reader's. The devil's voice is sweet to hear. Writing is magic, as much the water of life as any other creative art. Only a handful of fiction writers will never have to do something else to support themselves. But if you're too convinced that you're right, or if you can't entertain the possibility that you're not, you're going to have a tough life. We each owe a death. There are no exceptions, but oh God, sometimes the green mile seems so long. Sometimes being crazy is a relief. We never know which lives we influence, or when or why. When all else fails, give up and go to the library. Life is a capricious business. The man in black fled across the desert, and the gunslinger followed. You cannot hope to sweep someone else away by the force of your writing until it has been done to you. In the end, we fall in love with the story, not the structure. When you write, you create your own work. Writing isn't about making money, getting famous, or making friends. It's about enriching the lives of those who will read your work, and enriching your own life as well. We fool ourselves so much we could do it for a living. Sometimes the thing you dread the most from the outside can be very different once you face it. Hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. The glory of a good tale is that it is limitless and fluid. Good books are an avenue to the heart. Fiction is the truth inside the lie. Books and movies are like apples and oranges. They both are fruit, but taste completely different. As a writer, you should not judge, you should understand. It's the beauty of ideas that makes my head swim. Reading is the creative center of a writer's life. People think I write quickly, but I don't. Writers write things to give readers the gift of understanding, and readers read to understand. Words create sentences, sentences create paragraphs. Sometimes paragraphs quicken and begin to breathe. When asked, "How do you write?" I invariably answer, one word at a time.